everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Music Podcast once again. Thank you to my return visitors and my subscribers. So appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider hitting that button. It gives me great opportunities to bring you great guests like the one I have today, Mr. Nils Patrik Johansson. Nils is a veteran singer fronting bands such as Astral Doors, Civil War, Lion's Share, Wuthering Heights, as we can see, just to name a few. He also has a successful solo career and is getting ready to release his third solo record. The album is called War and Peace, and it comes out October 10th on Metalville Records. Nils, it's great to have you.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah, man. Last time we spoke, it was Astral Doors. It's always something. You're busy always, putting out great music.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. As we know, you have had songs throughout your career that have had war and battle themes.
Yes, yes.
This album, no different in showing your love for history. I think the cornerstone of this new record is Gustav. Gustav Vasa. About King of Sweden, Gustav the First. Tell us about that one. In the press release, I read that you were working on this for quite some time. Is that true?
Yeah, somehow it's true, but it was more or less about six before the corona, I think.
Wow.
I went to Uppsala, the classical Swedish Viking town.
Yeah.
And I went to see the grave of Gustav Vasa.
Wow.
And I took some pictures, and all of a sudden, I put them out on my Instagram and Facebook, and my fans shouted, "Oh wow! Now we're going to make a concept album about Gustav Vasa." and that was not my intention. So I answered everyone, I will not make an entire album about Gustav Vasa, but I can make one song about him. And that's what I did.
Man, and it is something. It is great. It's really wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like an adventure. It's like a metal opera in its 7 minutes, 7 minutes of metal power.
Yes. You're so good at that metal power, the power metal, if you will. And that song really like kicks off the album. You have a short instrumental before it. And it just sets such a great pace. This album, well, let's talk about the artwork for the album. First of all, a really intriguing cover. It is you, for those that haven't seen it, it looks like a classic painting with you in uniform with a white flag.
Yes.
Normally the surrender flag on a battlefield.
Peace.
Yeah. So that's what I took from it. You've had enough of this war. Let's stop it and have some peace.
That's for sure.
Is that an actual painting? Or was that digitally done? It's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, to be quite honest, I don't know how they managed, because how they did it, actually, if they did it, because I had a photographer who took that actually picture of me, and then the record label transformed it so it now looks like it's a drawing. So how they did it, if it's AI, I don't know.
Right.
I don't care. It's a good artwork.
Absolutely. I saw it and I immediately got back to, the classic artists, and it was just really, and the singles as well. Barbarossa, a great artwork on that, and a great song, of course. The message on these songs, it's such a worldly album.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I think the surrender flag and the wanting peace, it's kind of the message, the overall message of the record. Yeah.
Yeah, always. I'm a peace lover. I hate war,
Yeah.
and I mean, Barbarossa is, of course, about Operation Barbarossa when Germany invaded the Soviet Union.
Hmm.
It's the biggest invasion of all times. It's 4.5 million invaded the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's chaos. It was mayhem. It was absurd in all. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's crazy, and history. What sometimes it seems that we never learn anything from history
Yeah.
because, I mean, Russia was invaded, and now they are doing the same thing against Ukraine.
Mhm.
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
It's very difficult to watch all of it.
yeah.
Um,
When will we ever learn?
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's been going on since the beginning of
Yeah,
humanity,
yeah,
I think.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
And it will go on forever. So,
Yeah.
but
I,
at least I have something. At least I have something to write about. As you know what I mean.
yes, yeah, and I always loved the Civil War stuff. It was just
Yeah.
the way
Thank you.
you're so schooled in history, and it's your passion, and I can tell that through the music, and it's so great to hear that. It's almost like a history lesson, with a metal history lesson, which is really
Yeah.
wonderful.
But on the other hand, I say I know it was some heavy metal magazine in the Netherlands that I just gave an interview to. They wrote I had one whole page, and it said the singing history teacher. But I don't like that because I'm just a fan of history. I'm no teacher. I'm a heavy metal artist, and I'm just a rocker.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in history, but I'm not a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it is you are obviously very knowledgeable on the subject of history for sure, and
yeah.
we
That's my
appreciate.
biggest interest. That was the only thing I was good when I went, back in the days in school. That was the only thing I was good at.
Yeah,
History and sports.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and it shows. I love the music like that. It's fantastic. Your bandmate in Lionshare, Lars Chriss,
Yeah.
takes on many duties here. Aside from producing the record, he's playing both the guitar parts and the bass parts,
Yes.
and he does them
Yes.
all flawlessly. He's so talented.
Yeah.
What
He's fantastic.
he really is. Why did you
Yeah.
choose to have Lars take on all those roles? Why not get somebody to fill at least one of those? Was he was all in for it, huh?
Obviously, of course, it is a money issue.
Right.
Of course, I could take a hired gun to play the bass. The guitar, of course, was always
Of course.
Lars, and this is my third solo album, and Lars had been producing the first two, and so it was obviously that he would produce this one as well.
Mhm.
And I don't want to take down bass players, but usually a guitar player can play the bass.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
no. I asked him, "Can you play the bass as well, and we can save some dough?"
Yeah.
And also it's really like a family album because Lars' girlfriend plays the keyboard on the album.
Okay. Excellent.
Uh, yeah, she's an artist as well, and she goes under the name Sacred Spirit Anuvial, and
Ah,
she's very talented, and she plays all the keyboards on the album. And my son, my very own son, Frederick, plays the drums.
He sure does. He's something else. It was
Yeah, he surely is.
He really is. It's so great to hear him and see that you guys together. It's very family, like you said.
Yeah,
Do you think you pay attention to the drum parts a little more with Frederick playing?
yeah.
Does it?
No, I give him free hands
Yeah.
because I trust him so much. And I mean, I'm very old school. I'm a real old school heavy metal guy. I wanted to sound old school, and my influences, of course, are like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Accept. And
Yes.
and my son, he's a death metal drum player. So I think that he brings something fresh to the music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so he makes it sound fresh. So
Yes.
and he does it fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's pretty great. And you mentioned Accept. I just talked a couple hours ago to Udo, and
Ah,
his
wow.
son Sven is playing drums for him. So
Yeah,
yeah, pretty great.
fantastic.
It is. It's fantastic. And yeah, do you think it you've been doing this for so long that a lot of times it can probably seem like work to really having your son there, and it's got to seem like a rebirth almost for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
really.
brings a he brings a lot of spirit. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's nice to have that younger guy at there, and because times have changed and music is changing, and
Yeah.
everything is fresh. This really feels like a very fresh record. It really
Yeah.
does.
Thank you very much. Nice to hear. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've always tried. I was asked in another interview how many albums I had done, and I came to the conclusion that I've recorded 25 albums since 2003.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. It is
it's
really.
it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And obviously, I think uh, I should have been much more out on the road playing live. Uh,
Yeah.
and but So I feel it's a little bit boring to just now. I almost feel like a studio musician. You know what I mean?
Right.
I come out with albums every year, but
Yeah.
now we're gonna release the comeback album of Lion's Share actually in March 26,
Ah,
and on that album we will be out touring. I can guarantee you for the.
that's great to hear. Really nice.
Yeah, because that's what I think is the most fun of this business, to play live in
Yeah.
front of an audience.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Not to sit in the studio and
Yeah.
of course, the creative process is also fun.
Hmm.
Uh, but now I think 25 albums. Now I can spend some years on the road without making any albums.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You have quite a catalog to
Yeah,
play
it's
this.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
insane.
it is. And
I did like 10 albums with Astral Doors, 3 albums with Civil War, uh, 3 albums with Wuthering Heights, 2 albums so far with Lion's Share, and and 2 albums with Space Odyssey, 1 album with Euphoria, and 3 solo albums. So
yeah,
I'm soon next year it will be 26 albums.
yeah. Wow, wow.
It's
It
insane. It's
it
insane.
is, it is, and it's
Yeah.
great. It's great to see. There's so much great music there, and we appreciate you for sure. Uh,
Thank you.
you got the incredible Tommy Denander on the record. Just
Yes.
briefly, he oddly enough plays a trumpet part on Prodigal
Yeah. Yeah.
Son. How
Yes.
did you get Tommy to come in and play a trumpet part of all things?
Uh, it's uh, it's like this that I did the intro to Prodigal Son first, but Lars Chriss, he didn't think it was good enough.
Okay.
So I said, okay, have you got any ideas? Yeah, we could ask Tommy, he said, because Tommy Denander is Lars' best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so and he came up with this intro and outro. So, but it's only he's on the album for what can it be, 20 seconds? But
right.
And I don't know. I don't think he plays actually the trumpet. I think it's probably keyboard or something. But at least it sounds like trumpet.
It definitely does. It really
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
and probably. I mean, Tommy Denander is a multi-musician, so it might as well,
Yeah.
be trumpet.
Yeah.
So it was great to have him on the album, and actually he was the one that got me into Lion's Share, because when I recorded my first album I ever recorded was with Richard Anderson's Space Odyssey.
Okay.
And it came out one single, and Lars Chriss heard it, and he said, "Who is this singer?" He said to Tommy. So Tommy tracked me down and called me and said, "Hey, you got an offer here from Lion's Share. Are you interested?" "Yeah, sure," I said, "of course." So then Lars Chriss called. So it was Tommy Denander that got me to be the singer of Lion's Share. So it's a small world.
Yes, that's great. I did not know that. That's awesome. Yeah, and Tommy is wow, one of a kind. He is so talented.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Fantastic.
Hungarian Dance, The Great Wall of China, Two Shots at Sarajevo. Like I say, very worldly album. What are the inspirations for some of those? Let's start with Two Shots in Sarajevo. What I'm listening to that, and it's just it really tell me how that came about, the that song.
How did it? It's more or less like a boogie song, shuffle, heavy. It's like a mixture between the old Michael Schenker stuff and Motorhead.
Right.
And I can't remember how I came up with the title and the lyrics.
Okay. Yeah.
Because my first demo version was totally different. But it was one of the last songs I wrote for the album. And since the other songs really were history, based on history, I wanted this one to be based on history as well. And I mean, of course, everyone knows that the shots in Sarajevo, they were the start of the First World War. And, So I read into the subject, and I wrote the lyrics, and it's
just great.
There you have it.
And Great Wall of China, a little bit different.
Yeah, very different. Yeah. Of course. The main riff I've had since the 90s in another group I was in. And I've never used it on an album, so I thought it was about time. And then, when I start to write a song, I write, and then I build parts, and one thing leads to another, and it was actually a Swedish folk song called The Great Wall of China, a Swedish folk song. It's so very strange. So the song is built on that, and the lyrics as well. And then of course I've read into what happened in China with Shi Huangti and who burned all the books and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's Yeah, thank you.
That song really stands out to me on the record. Just it's a little bit different, and it's really it's one of my favorite songs on the record for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty progressive as well, I think.
yeah. It's definitely a little bit different than the rest. "Stay Behind," the second
Yeah,
single from the album,
yeah,
has a little bit of a song I recognize. Here, in the States, we have the Star Spangled Banner in that one, our
yeah,
American
yeah, of course.
national
Yes.
anthem, played
Yeah,
at the end of it. Um,
yes.
Tell us the inspiration in putting the national anthem, our national anthem, at the end of that one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Stay Behind was like an underground army that NATO, uh, led, of course, by America, US,
Right.
they started after the Second World War because they were so afraid that Western Europe would be attacked by the Soviet.
Okay.
So, so it was an underground army that was prepared to defend Western Europe against Soviet, and it was led by USA.
Wow.
It was called Stay Behind, and actually, my previous album, the album I did before this, The Great Conspiracy,
Hmm.
it's about the assassination about the Swedish Prime Minister, Olof Palme.
Okay.
And some people actually, I mean, some conspiracy people actually think that Stay Behind was conducting the murder of Olof Palme.
Ah.
I don't think so. But
Right.
I had this album, I had this song almost ready for the Palme album,
Yeah.
so that's why it's on this album.
That's and another one. Just great. It's really. I was intrigued by the whole thing. Just the whole song in
Yeah,
itself. Really, really great.
yeah. As you know, I mean, Western Europe and USA, we are so linked together. It's like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
are really brothers.
Yes. Absolutely. Um, I look at your career and all of those records and all of those things and the things you've done. Have you ever thought about writing down your story in a book, an autobiography?
Oh, well, now when you say yes, I have
Yeah.
absolutely, but I think I will do it one day when I lose my voice, when I cannot sing anymore. Then I can write that
Well, I hope
book.
that's not too soon. I'd love to have a
Uh,
book, but yeah.
I don't have time. It would
Right.
take too much time. But I mean, give me 10 years, then I
Yeah.
will release my
All right.
biography.
All
That's
right.
for sure.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that.
Yeah.
Is there something, all these things you've done, is there something that you haven't done that you always wanted to do?
Well, I think when it comes to what I released in if you talk about albums, then I think I've done everything that I could possibly do. But
Ah,
when I look at touring and big festivals, I really think that I have much more to give, and
yeah.
so that's my goal for the future to go out touring a lot more,
That,
and,
that's
and
great.
especially USA. I've only played in the US one time. It
Uh,
was at the Prog Power Festival in Atlanta.
yeah.
And so USA, yeah, of course.
Yeah. We would
I
love
want
to
to play
see you
in the
here.
US.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We would love that. So I was going to ask you about touring. You're going out with Lion's Share next year, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. We have to do it. I mean, the
Uh,
album we're going to release next year is the comeback album of Lion's Share, the first one in 17 years.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's crazy. So I really feel that now we have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
and because it's such lion's share, it's a quality band. It's
Oh yeah.
fantastic metal. So, and
Yes.
I also think that lion's share, the kind of metal we play, should work in the States as well.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a little bit tougher, than the European
Hmm.
power metal stuff. I mean, lion's share is real heavy metal, and
Yeah.
it it should work in the States.
Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt. You're considering North America on that tour then?
Yeah, always, always. I mean,
Oh, it's great.
look, I mean that's the market all bands
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
aiming for. I mean,
That's great. And I know, in South America, especially Latin America, metal is very big, and I know it's like
yeah,
Spain too. And I love seeing that. The US crowd a little bit different, but very
yes,
specialized in the love for metal for sure. So
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
we would love to see you here. Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
I will
Niels.
do everything I can.
Man, that is so great. That is so great. We're looking forward to it. Nils Patrik Johansson is the War and Peace out October 10th on Metalville Records. Always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend.
Thank you very much. Pleasure
Yes,
to
yes,
speak to you as well. Yeah, nice to meet you again.
yes, absolutely. We'll do it again. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
do it
hope.
next year for that tour. We'll talk again.
Yeah,
All right.
nice.
Take care, Nils.
Take care, brother.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye bye.